The following program is rated PG. Parental guidance is advised, as the theme or content may not be suitable for all children. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi there and welcome back. Welcome to the new people who are joining us for the first time. I know there's a couple of you because you told me so. And welcome to everybody that hangs out here anyway. We are at Slackwater Brewing here in Penticton. I'm with Kelsey and Liam. It's kind of my trademark that I forget where I am and I forget who I'm with every single time. But this time I know where I am because this is Slackwater Brewing is local famous. And if you're in the Okanagan, you know about these guys. And if you are coming to the Okanagan, you've got to come and visit because this is awesome. This place is wonderful. And we're going to hear their story starting now. So I'm going to pass the microphone over to Liam. You just tell me what you do, what your role is, and we'll start there. And then I'm going to start asking you questions about how this all got started, because this is a big ship.
It's a big ship.
Yeah, yeah. This is actually way bigger than I thought. Yeah, I'm following your water theme, like everything is boaty, lakey. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we got up and running we're a matter of weeks away from 5 years of operations, which is wild.
How did you get so big in 5 years?
We've kind of been growing into the space over 5 years.
Gosh.
There's been a couple of global things gone on that's maybe actually slowed growth. Did
you guys start before COVID?
A good 6 month running start into that brick wall, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you survived.
Yes, it was not easy. It was not easy, and
bet.
we're still on the other end, but things are going pretty well right now. I'm looking forward to a great summer.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, go back to the water theme and the lakes. Slackwater means a space of de-stressed water between two bigger bodies of water, and we're wedged between two beautiful lakes in a very chill little town in the South Okanagan.
Okay.
So we think it fits quite nicely, and also speaks to the things we like to do: fishing, getting out on the boats,
wonderful,
anything on the water with friends and family, and a cold one in hand. That's kind of all where this began.
Oh, nice.
And yeah.
Do I hear a big white accent?
I hope you're not inferring Australian, English.
Are you? From what part?
Birmingham.
Oh, okay.
From the West Midlands.
I like how that contracts and like the second part of the word just lives in your nose.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, after a couple beers, my Birmingham really starts to sound like
Yeah. How extreme is the Birmingham accent if you were actually there?
It's Ozzy Osbourne's Burmese. That's Peaky Blinders as well. It's a very thick British accent.
Oh, I've been starting to watch
that. In fact, I do recall growing up. I think it was FHM or Maxim magazine did a poll, and it came almost dead last as the least sexiest accent in the UK.
Oh, you're kidding!
But it's a very, very strong, quite iconic accent made famous by the likes of Ozzy Osbourne and whatnot.
Well,
alright, mate. How's it going?
I know, and now fall over.
Yep.
Grow your hair out and fall on the floor.
I'll try.
There you are. And then you can
wish
do
I
it
could grow
perfect.
hair.
That's one to the hat. Okay. Well, cool. So what is your whole job here other than
janitor?
You're the janitor.
I've done most of the roles in the business. I've settled and really enjoying my focus on wholesale. So obviously during the pandemic, we didn't have too many bodies hanging around the tap room. So we put beer in the cans and started small and local, and then the coast, and then all of BC, and now BC and Alberta. And I really enjoyed growing that side and working with our amazing production team and all our awesome customers and liquor stores and bars that we get the chance to work with. That's the majority of my role nowadays, as well as marketing.
Oh, very nice. Okay, I'm going to switch it over to Kelsey. And what were your perspectives at the beginning? Like, I'm so curious about what happened when our international event happened, and you guys were just getting the ball rolling. What did you do to be able to get through that?
We definitely had to be very creative. When we first opened, we actually took over the Mule nightclub, which was a kind of an iconic nightclub in town as well.
Oh yeah.
It was very well known for entertainment, like music, and we really wanted to adopt that when we started as well. And of course, that was the first thing that was to go.
Right.
In fact, I think it was like 2 weeks or a week before everything got shut down. We had Daniel Wesley play here. And it was
Full capacity.
Absolutely an incredible show.
Oh my gosh!
And
so you were seeing this amazing takeoff,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and then everything just ended so abruptly. We definitely had to pivot and be creative. We started doing home deliveries. You know, the tap room closed, and we actually, unfortunately, like many other businesses, had to lay off our staff for a little while.
That must have been hard.
Very happy to still have actually most of those people still on with us, so they sort of stuck it through. And
we have a handful of 5-year staff roles still, which is pretty nice.
But yeah, so we had to pivot. We did everything from barbecue packs that we could home deliver, and home delivering food and beer and flats of beer up to the ski hills and kind of just wherever we could take it.
Yeah.
So.
And we all got kind of bougie during that time when we were sitting at home, you know.
Take out every night.
Take out every night, yeah. Craft beer. I don't want any of that stuff that comes in an American-looking box. I just want stuff from here. Yeah. Did you find the community came around you guys? Or did they not know you?
Very much. Like, I mean, we were new. You know, coming out of the gates, obviously, a few hiccups, I'm sure, that we had at the beginning. But yeah, we did have great support with the barbecue packs that we would do and off sales. The community was actually really incredible, particularly when everything started opening up for, like, I think it was just patio season only.
And you've got 2 patios?
We have 2 patios, so we're sitting on the upper sort of rooftop patio, and then there's a street side patio as well. So great having the patios, but it was like March, so it was cold.
But everybody's desperate
We got
to
a lot
be
of
out.
blankets from IKEA.
We got IKEA blankets
yeah.
and wanted to make sure people were comfortable. So.
Where did you, okay, this is a very random question. I check out all the restrooms at the places we go to. I'm even thinking like making a whole special about Okanagan restrooms at pubs and bars. Yours is so pretty. Where did you get that wallpaper? Was it an IKEA? It looks very Swedish.
I'm not sure where it was.
So we had a designer, Jennifer Robinson, did some of the small sort of little finishing touches around the place, and particularly washrooms are where we wanted to have just that little focus of something that's unique. And I think there's more selfies in our washroom that I see on Facebook and Instagram of people taking, but I think
it's a very joyful space. You know, it's a restroom, and it's like this is nice.
I never thought that we'd open something this big and
everybody loves the
all
restroom.
the compliments on the women's washrooms.
They're great. What are the guys' washrooms like? Covered in cardboard or what?
Yeah.
You know what? There was a poster. There was a big framed poster of a sort of.
We put up 2 nights
a hipster hop guy with a hop beard and everything, and it was all framed. And then one day we realized that the poster had been stolen, and it was just an empty frame.
Someone stole your hop hipster?
You know who you are, and you want it back 4 years later.
Someone stole the hop
man.
hipster.
It's a compliment. We had something pretty that someone wanted it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so all of you have gotten something stolen. This is how to reframe it so you can carry on living in this world where people steal your stuff. Man, that's a kind of a real rocky way to start something that has, like for me, it feels like Slackwater is kind of a go-to place. Like my son-in-law and my son are craft beer people, and they introduced me to your lineup during the pandemic, and that was a thing. It was kind of an event, like, oh, I got some from here. First of all, your labeling is so beautiful. Do you have a local person doing this? Do you source it out somewhere?
One of our business partners.
No,
We've
nice.
been friends for well over a decade and done a few fun projects.
Okay.
They still live on the coast
Ah.
where we came from.
Okay.
Kelsey's born here in Penticton, but we met out on the coast and still work with us. It's great.
Oh, that's nice. And there's a big mural in your event space. So I'm pointing it to it. It's over there, behind Renee.
That 10,000 plus square foot behind Renee.
Yeah,
Yes.
with a stage that, how big of a bunch of people can you have on that
We
stage?
do full bands.
Full bands?
Yeah.
It's tight.
Yeah.
With a full
It's
band.
fabulous
I
full
bet.
band.
There's
I
not
bet.
a lot of room.
But
Yeah.
we brought stage extensions in before for larger
Okay.
bands. And,
Huh.
I think we had a 16-piece brass outfit a couple of years ago for the Arts Ignite. And that was pretty well. That was when the stage was smaller in a different location in the building.
Oh my
And they were
word.
just like overflowing with all these trumpets and saxophones. It was awesome.
That must have just filled your space with,
Oh, it was fantastic. It was really, really cool.
wow. So you do sales and marketing. Do you do the brewing yourself or design any of this?
I work with the production team
Okay.
and leading the sales, so we're very kind of collaborative. Me and the sales team, what we think we want to put out.
Okay.
Work with the production team to make a fantastic liquid, and then we go sell it all.
Okay.
In
And
theory, that's how it should work.
and you're giving guests a great experience. Is that your role?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's obviously it's changed a little bit over the years. I actually started out in sales and doing the
Okay.
sales up in Kelowna and driving around and delivering the beer and kind of wearing all the hats on that
Oh,
side.
man.
And then we were blessed with twin daughters 2.5 years ago.
So you have 2.5-year-old twins.
Yes.
And
And a not so small business.
yeah, and a giant, ever-consuming, growing business.
Yeah.
Well, good for you guys. I wouldn't want to be, but
Yeah, they are actually they've been pretty wonderful.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
well,
They've made it a lot easier than you'd think having twins
Yeah?
coming out of a small business nightmare pandemic.
do you have family in town that gives a hand?
Yes.
Oh, thank
we
God.
Thankfully do. I was born and raised here.
Oh, okay.
So my parents are here.
Yeah.
Liam's mom lives in California. His dad lives
Oh.
in Spain, and his sister lives in Ireland. So
Did a bomb go off in Birmingham?
Well, actually,
So many. Okay.
we're probably in a similar situation to a lot of people because we cannot get daycare in town. So we rely
I hear
heavily
that's a
on
thing.
family members and
they've done 2
get
brew
by.
days though.
They've done 2 of the Pink Boots brew days.
The International
that's
Women's
right.
Day. They've been on the brew deck twice.
Okay. You're saying words. I know they're words, but what does that mean? Brew days. What's a brew day?
Making beer.
Okay, so they come and make beer,
They've been on the brew deck. They're 2.5.
and the brew deck is the you're talking about the children.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your family.
Well,
Oh, we don't
yeah.
let them brew. We don't let them.
When the girls were 3 months old, we did a Pink Boots collaboration for the Pink Boot Society.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
So the Pink Boot Society is for women in the fermented beverage industry, and money raised from all the Pink Boot Society beers goes towards scholarships to allow women to further their education in more male-dominated industry.
Amazing. So
Yeah.
it's like STEM but boozy.
Yeah. Yes.
Boozy STEM. Okay, I'm with you there.
And for the creative input and everything, it's awesome for us to be able to get our female staff members involved in
Right.
sort of curating a style of beer that they want to make and sell.
Wow.
And of course, with assistance from our production team is definitely needed as well. But yeah, so the girls were 3 months old when they they did their first, and they were it was when everyone was heavily masked up, and it was kind of hard to take them out during those times. But yeah, they've done it twice now.
Wow, wow. Okay, so if your girls would design a flavor profile for a beer, what do you think they would put in it?
Milk stout.
Milk stout?
Milk stout.
Milk stout?
Milk stout.
Any secondary, tertiary characteristics?
Berries.
Berries.
Berry milk stout.
You know, that might not be bad.
I love milk. And then Mom loves stout. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know,
we're talking about the kids, not the staff.
yeah, we're talking about 2-year-olds who are not really making beer.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and you have, if I come here with my husband, we can order food too.
Yes.
And beer.
Yep, and wine, local cider. We have a little bit of a cocktail program going on.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, full kitchen.
You like to stack it on yourselves, don't you? That's so much to run.
We're suckers for punishment. For sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're all the beneficiaries of this, right?
Yeah.
So don't hear me complaining. I think it's amazing, but I also feel for you. Okay, so what we've got right here is a pico de gallo and some tricolored chips. Have I got that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have this paired with something out here.
Yeah, so with the pico de gallo, our suggested pairings are the dos mas cerveza, and that is with lime and pink sea salt.
Okay.
And then we also have the nautical nonsense, which is a pineapple sour with pink sea salt as well.
We like pink sea salt. So.
Yeah,
I think so.
But they go very nicely with this particular dish.
Okay, would your cerveza dos mas, would it be good with any sort of Latin food?
Yeah, we went for it's super low alcohol. It's 3.8% ABV. The lime and the sea salt are just like a kiss of each, so there's not too much citrus. It adds a lovely little aromatic onto it.
Okay.
So any dish that a nice bit of citrus to cut through works, and then just a little bit of backing salinity there, so it's not kind of too sharp and kind of dulls a little bit of citrus in there. And it's super light, refreshing. We just released it a few weeks ago, actually.
Okay.
I'm very excited to get it out and about this summer.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you use these cute little glasses for other things?
We use these cute little glasses for our flights.
Oh.
So people can come into the brewery, and they usually come on a paddle, and you get 4 that you can choose.
Oh my gosh.
It allows people to try variety without over consuming.
Right. That's what I'm going to do, I think.
Yeah.
And I just love. I love how cute these are.
Everyone
oh
knows
my
that's
gosh.
why they keep getting stolen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh.
They fit perfectly in pockets and purses.
Dude, stop stealing their stuff. They're twins. If you stole their stuff, bring it back for the love of God.
Some people have said they have and then they don't. We know who you are.
Yeah. But maybe they don't, so bring it back. Okay, so let's all try this together. How do you recommend? Like when we're doing wine and food, we usually take a little bit of sip of the beverage, a little nibble of the food, a little sip of the beverage. Do you want to do it that way? Or is beer better done in a different way?
I don't know, personally it's getting late in the day for me to have not had a sip of beer, so I might start with a sip of beer, moisten the palate a little bit, and then get a nice little scoop of that pico.
Scoop your pico. You got an opinion about this?
I'm completely on board. I agree.
She agrees. She agrees. And down in the kitchen, something is happening for another course, right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, so
for
cool.
Our next course, you had to save yourself here. Our next course is going to be our wings.
Ah.
And they are quite the wings.
They are big and juicy.
Oh my goodness.
Crunchy.
Crunchy. Oh, so not schlucky.
No, they're...
That's a new word.
They're coming. They're coming.
Okay.
You'll know what we're talking about.
Oh, I'm
You'll
so
be very
excited.
happy if
Oh
you're a wing
my gosh.
fan.
I absolutely am. When I was one of my pregnancies, I was obsessed with this wing outfit in Toronto, but we lived on the island and couldn't get their wings at all, of course, because they're in Toronto and we're on Vancouver Island. And the place was called Chaps, and they were crunchy and chewy and amazing and just the weirdest texture ever. And all I thought about was them for about 3 weeks. It was really sick.
We're going to give you something else to think about for the next few weeks. don't
I'm
worry.
going to be so excited. I'll tell my husband I'm pregnant again and we have to come here. And he'll say, "You're 60, you can't be." I'm not quite, but. Okay, let's eat things. I'm going to put this down.
Sure.
Okay, Renee, ka-dunk. There's the noise.
Pinky's out.
Pinky's up? All right.
Go.
Fancy. Birmingham.
Now I just want to step into the sunshine and keep clean the leaves.
It's gonna set the pace for the day.
Okay, so you said something really fun about the best hidden secret patio when we were sitting up. Because when you're up here and you come up to their upper level patio and look over on that side and there's this big window. So what
Yes,
was
we
the
have-
scene? Set it. Set the scene.
30 degrees, margarita, cerveza, set right there. It's out of camera. We have a beautiful indoor-outdoor bar out here. So in the summertime, it's pretty rad. You can just kind of come up here, sit at the bar, grab a nice little table. It's not a huge occupancy up here, so it's pretty private. And then we rent it out a few times to kind of smaller groups. And it's again little hidden gem, a real nice spot.
Feels like a resort.
Yes.
Yeah. You could pretend you're swimming up to the bar.
After a few pints, I will.
Yeah. All right. So this is lime and salt.
Just a hint. You don't
Mm-mm.
taste the salt, but it's
It's amazing. Well, the way the sun is, my hair is on fire. It's fun.
Old Bear will help that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Scoop away.
All right. I'll get in there. Hello. Okay.
And this is a relatively new dish to us as well. We're just kind of in
Yeah.
that transition going through our spring and summer menu, and something nice and light and fresh to go with some of the nice lighter summery beers.
Wow. Wow.
goes very nicely.
Yeah,
with
it's very happy.
Yeah.
There's no fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you tried eating this with a stout? What would it do to your heart? Like as far as feel sad or yeah, that's
I
counterpoint.
Would pair this one with
I wouldn't.
our stout. We do have a nitro stout
But-
called Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Irish nitro stout. Yes.
Okay. Shenanigans. Pirate word, maybe? Like I'm trying to hook it back into your watery theme.
I don't know. I like daily shenanigans of any variety.
Getting up to shenanigans.
Nothing
Yeah.
but shenanigans.
So yeah, we try to source like fresh local ingredients whenever possible. The farmers market actually just opened up, and it's actually just on Main Street, so a block away.
Oh, that is so worth driving here for that farmer's
It's
market.
incredible, especially when you have like the farmers market, which obviously focuses on all the fresh produce and everything locally here. But then we have the Downtown Business Improvement Association puts on the community market, and the community market extends like 4 blocks up
Oh,
Main
wow.
Street. So you just have this 4 or 5 block range of everything really, like
Wow.
locally made crafts and t-shirts, artwork, really cool handcrafted birdhouses, and then of course, yeah, with the local ingredients, we do try to source that whenever we can. So when things are in season, we try to curate our menu to sort of
Right.
match that, so that we can just pop over and pick up.
It
pick
comes
up
to you pretty
whatever's
much.
in season. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
Our
that's
last
nice.
2 summers we've done like calamari style oyster mushrooms
Oh,
from
yeah.
a local mushroom supplier, and every Saturday morning we just go and buy a giant tote of these beautiful oyster mushrooms, and goes with what was it, like a cashew tzatziki.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh my
really
goodness.
phenomenal dish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping that's on this year's menu.
So, does your chef set your menu?
Yeah, he does. We're actually in the process of going through some changes moving into the spring and summer. We want to bring in things like fish tacos and everything. So we're currently working on development for that.
Oh, this
Maybe like
beer and a
more
fish
hearty,
taco.
wintry, springy menu to
Right.
light, fresher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even the colors on a summer menu are going to be like this.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Nice
Yeah.
and vibrant.
Oh yeah, and go with your cans too.
Yes.
That vibrancy, so amazing. Oh yeah, I could make a day trip of that, coming down for the farmers market, hanging out here for lunch. I've got plans now for the weekend. Okay. I'm just here with this.
Oh, I have another one. Let's wait for the pineapple next.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can quickly drink all this.
Oh,
Probably
Do you want to take one for the team?
Part of my job.
Do you want to try the? Do you want to try a little bit of the pineapple one?
I do.
Oh, okay. Here. Perfect.
Okay.
So this one's been a big hit our last few summers. Again, lowish alcohol, 4% ABV. I think every time we make it, we put more and more pineapple in. Again, just a little bit of pink sea salt to kind of soften or blur out the kind of acidity, because it is a sour ale. So it's kind of lower pH, you got that tartness, but just enough of that pink sea salt kind of like takes away that edge and sharpness. And so we've got a nice gentle salinity in the background, nice juicy pineapple up front, nice low alcohol, super refreshing summery beer.
I would recommend this one for any wine drinker that is accompanying a beer drinker, and it's like, oh, I don't really like beer. I think they would like this.
Yes.
Like if you're a Pinot drinker, if you like a strong, like a northern Riesling, this is gonna be right in the same palate range.
I think that's one of my favorite things over the last few years is when you get that, I'm not a beer person, I only drink Bud Light kind of person, and then you give them one of our beers or a recommendation that completely changes their mind.
Right.
I love that. I remember taking, it was a local, brought his mom in, she only religiously drank Bud Light.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden overnight, all she drinks is our 7% hazy IPA, and it's her favorite beer in the world. But trying to convince her to take that step was difficult.
Yeah.
But then you're like, yes.
You're not going to regret it. You're going to love this.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you love that, you'll love this.
Yeah, we've got lots of great beers, so we always try and have something for everyone. We've got a lot of different styles, a lot of different taps.
Yeah.
So, we try and cater for as many people as we can.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I can see this one really pleasing a wide swath of people, like whatever your palate is like. If you like a light citrusy, I don't find the pineapple really that much up. For me, it feels citrusy.
There was no citrus in it. I think maybe one of the earlier iterations we put a little bit of lime.
It could be from your hops too.
One of the nice things too about having so many people through the tap room, and particularly with the flights, I love asking people, well, what are you looking for? And people are looking, and it can be a little bit overwhelming when you're looking at all of these different styles. So really pinpointing what they're looking for, and so many people, when they think of craft, they think of like a big heavy IPA that maybe they had once, and they're like, oh, I don't like craft beer. It's too hoppy. I don't like hops.
Or too hazy.
Or anything. But there's just so many little bits that you can give them to educate them, and then all of a sudden they're like, actually, I really like that. So
isn't that a great feeling?
You can change people's minds really
easily. Just a little exposure.
Yeah, I think we've got a few fruit beers on tap. We've got 3 to 4 lager Pilsner styles on tap.
Oh, okay.
3 IPAs on tap. 3 different styles of pale ale on tap.
How big is your portfolio?
Pretty big.
Do you know how many labels you have?
Labels in market right now. 10 to 12, maybe. I think we have our core brands. Our Tightlines German Helles Lager, our Headwaters Pilsner, What the Fog New England IPA, Idleback Amber Ale, Low Tide Light Lager. I'm sure I'm missing a few here. And then we have some of our pseudo cores, which we make a lot of, but not all the time, like our Real Time Pale Ale. A few of our taps right now are on our brewers experimental, so they don't get to cans. We just make a 1 turn of 1,000 litres. Which is enough to send to a couple of our kind of specialty bar accounts, and then enough for a few weeks at the tap room, and keeps the brewers nice and excited. So that's been fun lately. That we can have some really fantastic different beers.
Oh, amazing! I'm kind of curious about how this will affect this, because when you're doing pairings, everything pulls everything around. So
I think that in addition, I love kind of like mango pineapple salsa, so I kind of feel that that's going to be the intended vibe there. Just had a little bit of tropical-ness on top of this already kind of nice, light, tropical South American-ish dish.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For me, with the additional acidity, all of a sudden for me the pineapple comes like roaring up. And it's such a fun experiment to adjust how food tastes by what you're drinking with it.
Yeah, absolutely. It all pairs very nicely. It all pairs very nicely with sunshine as well.
Yeah, and the sun is coming up. I'll be like one big glowing white blob on the screen. Yeah, I'm leaning so far forward trying to get out of this.
Is there an adjustment that we can make?
Oh, probably not. Not without everything needing to be adjusted all at the same time.
Just embrace the halo that's
We
gonna
will.
come up.
I'm just extremely angelic. It's like the Touched by an Angel, that old show, where she would just be walking around doing nothing, and then
Spotlights on you now.
I'm an angel sent by God to drink your beer.
I like beer drinking angels. They're my favorite kind.
They're the best, really. Okay.
Placement?
Okay, so I saw downstairs there's posters for a whole bunch of things, like loads of community events, or are they things that you're doing specifically here?
Both. We have regular programming. So one of the things that we've been doing, we obviously took a hiatus during COVID
The C
when we
word.
couldn't have anyone around in the building.
Yeah.
But we started right off the bat doing trivia on Tuesdays, and so we've carried that all the way through.
I was gonna ask if you have a trivia.
We
it's one of
do,
the business
and
nights
it's
of the
so
week. It's
popular.
great.
We
I
see
love that so much.
We see so many of the same regulars.
Yeah.
It's always great. We do it ourselves. We have
Oh,
a
really?
wonderful host.
Nice.
Mikey Lamont, he's amazing.
Okay.
But yeah, so we have a really good just crowd of regulars that come
Yeah.
in, test their knowledge, test their skills. We've got actually we feature chefs from a coffee shop up the street. So we actually get their cold brew coffee and we make all the cocktails from scratch using their cold brew. So it's always nice to go walk up the street and get our
Yeah.
cups of coffee in the morning, and then I walk down the street with big jugs of cold brew concentrate, and I always get a lot of comments about like, oh, you must be really tired, and that's a big cup of coffee.
Yeah, and then you
So-
say I have 2-year-old twins.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to make any excuses up.
I don't have blood in my veins. I have coffee.
Yeah.
And I've been writing the quizzes the last 6 months now, so
Oh
I've
my
never had so much
goodness.
useless jargon in my head.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
great, and just full of really random and stupid things.
Random facts.
What is? Can you call to mind something that is the most useless thing that you have stashed in your head that you're not going to get rid of?
What do you call a pack of pugs?
Oh yes, what do you call a pack of pugs? I don't recall what the answer was.
I don't remember.
Pugs.
That's the level we go into. Yeah. That's
What's the
Slackwater
terminology
trivia.
for pack?
What
of
is
pugs?
it? Okay, if anybody's watching online and you're commenting, suggest what a pack of pugs might be.
That's I'm just gonna blurt out a really stupid word halfway through the rest of the interview.
Yeah.
And that is what I
Send a
gaggle of pugs.
a gaggle.
A gaggle of pugs.
That's not it, but it's equally as
A squidge of pugs.
Yeah.
A mank of pugs.
It's like that was a few weeks ago, and it's somewhere fresh.
Mm.
Here, but again,
You got fresh
just so
pug.
useless. There's only so much I can retain, but it's been quite fun.
Well, yeah.
I do have a lot of fun writing it.
That really does sound like fun. Any that people get mad about? Like, is there a category that people get fighty?
Not so much fighty. We did anagrams the other week, and apparently that was quite
It
difficult
was
for everyone.
hard.
Oh,
But they were like of like very famous movies, like very iconic movie
you
names.
should. You know why, right?
Yeah, I have a feeling as to why.
The dumb quotient.
But I'd rather sell more beer and then people get angry at the questions and the other way around. Selfishly, you know.
Well, yeah, and they're having fun even though they're angry, right?
Oh yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah.
always good sports down there. We have some really good regular teams. It's fun.
Oh, team names. Those are always fun.
Those are always a real hit. Yeah.
Any shocking team names or ones that?
Yeah, but I'm not
always
going to
here?
mention those ones.
Oh.
Like being like pub quizzes back in England, the names is like part of the biggest one, and they're all not like
Not
They're
mentionable.
not PC or
Okay,
so,
would
they're all
get
like
us
very-
booted into a different rating category.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think here for the beer is a common winner
Oh,
of our
here for the
trivia.
beer?
Here for the beer.
See,
here
that's
for the
nice,
beer,
and it
yeah.
rhymes, so it's memorable.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so from other than trivia on our Wednesdays, on Tuesdays.
Tuesday, okay.
Every second Wednesday, we've actually recently started open mic stand-up pro-am comedy nights.
That's terrifying.
The first one.
Go either way.
The first one was cringe.
Oh, yeah.
But it's actually garnered a really good crowd. Like the host, comedian host that sort of run the whole thing. They are professional stand-up comedians.
Okay, so they know what they're up to.
You do have people coming in to like tell proper jokes, but then of course it opens it up for creativity from people that think they're funny, and some people are.
And tipsy people always think they're funny.
Yeah, so it looks like we actually have our next dish up here.
Okay, can I trade?
Thank you.
Okay, I'm passing this past you, Liam. Sorry.
Thank you.
Food. Oh, these are massive.
No tiny little wings here.
No, this is like some sort of gargantuan chicken that
We
you've
sent our
assaulted.
chickens to the gym. They
Yeah.
squat 200 pounds.
These are pumped up.
And then we killed them and bred them.
That's mental. I love it.
So these are 72-hour brined wings. Obviously,
No
they're
way.
tossed in a variety. After being brined, they're tossed in some spices. They're juicy. They're definitely.
Okay.
Irene's secret recipe.
Oh, who's Irene?
So Irene is one of our cooks in the kitchen. She is German. She actually makes all of our bread and our pretzels from scratch. So that's something that's
Pretzels
coming
and beer?
out
A lot of
next.
burger
Yeah.
buns. Oh, pretzels.
Are like
We-
soft pretzels?
They're soft pretzels. Yeah.
I'm getting tongue-tied. Oh my gosh, soft pretzels.
Yeah, and she actually, so she's from Germany, and she started baking in the kitchen with her grandmother when she was 6 years old, and so yeah, she was baking from 6, and it's just family recipes that have been passed down that we're
wow.
lucky enough to be able to get some of those secret recipes.
That's
She
amazing.
keeps us well fed as well.
She does. She
Oh, no
definitely
kidding. Okay, what are we going to do? What's the plan? You have a pairing for this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to start with our bigger hop here. We'd like to pair What the Fog New England IPA. This was one of our original recipes and kind of what, I'll say claim to fame, but it kind of got us on the map off the start. It won Best in Show at the Penticton and Kelowna beer festivals in 2019 before we opened doors, which was nice. And we've been trying to keep up with this production for 5 years.
Okay. So teach me about IPAs real quick.
Okay,
This is New England style?
This is New England style, aka the hazy IPA.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The biggest kind of difference being a classic West Coast is more crystal and caramel malts, and you get that kind of beautiful amber body, more bitterness and astringency from the hops, whereas a New England style is more protein in the grain, so we use oats and wheat, and put in different stages of hopping during the fermentation process that really helps it stay nice and hazy.
Oh, okay.
And when and where we put the hops throughout the process as well brings out more of the aromatics and kind of fruity tones as opposed to the more classic bittery piney from like West Coasts.
All right.
Yes.
Are there more types than those? Or are those the main categories?
They're probably the main. I think people associate an IPA with the kind of classic West Coast, and then there's the hazy, but then we're in a collaboration right now with the wonderful folks at the Barley Merchant pub in Langley, making a British IPA, which is pretty fun.
Oh.
We just released a cold IPA, which is creating a kind of West Coast IPA with lager yeast, so colder, longer fermentation.
Wow.
There's a lot of subcategories. You should see the award categories, trying to enter which one.
Oh.
There's black IPAs, there's white IPA, there's
Oh my goodness.
there's a whole
East
smorgasbord.
Coast, West Coast.
Yeah.
What's the through line to be an IPA? Is it hop dominance?
Definitely hop forward, higher alcohol strength typically as well.
Oh,
so
okay.
kind of like they start in the high 5% and can go.
Okay, what have
you
we
can-
got
you
here?
hit the world of the doubles and triples and whatnot and go up to 10% or more. This is 6.8.
Okay.
But pretty smooth for
That's
that.
a
It's just a deceptive
danger.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the I don't like IPAs. Try this. Ooh.
This is the Bud Light drinkers.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is the
okay.
one.
Okay, so our classic Cheers, folks.
Cheers.
Oh boy.
It's a nice kind of tropicalish fruits on the nose.
Whoa.
It's juicy.
Yeah.
That's one of my little educational pieces that I like when people are like, I don't like IPAs. It's like, think of like fresh peaches and tropical fruit in a glass. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to taste like a pine tree or like a really piney sort of.
But have a 4-pack and it'll kick your ass.
And will, yes.
Oh yeah, 2 for me. I'm light. Wait, it's hard. It's a rough job.
And we love the name. What the fuck?
I know.
Fun.
Very cheeky.
We did do an 8.5% double version of it a few years ago called What the Foggin' Fog. It was great. that was a one and done pint.
Do you provide floor space?
Oh, we got enough floor place.
Like for sleeping?
Yep.
Okay.
So we got a lot of IKEA blankets as well from a few years ago.
From
patio
the patio. Okay, let's try it with our wings. These are so massive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're well trained.
I should have brought some wet naps out.
Oh, they're not tossed. They'll be fine.
You might want to have a plate.
Do you want to move this forward? Okay, we're going to pick this table
take a
up
quick
and
pause.
just shove it forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is also leaking.
That's fun. Okay, that'll buy us a bit more time. Okay, Renee's just going to reset this. So if you are watching, we're just kind of trying to. Do you want them closer to me? Come closer, please. We're going to snuggle up.
Sun chasing.
Yeah, we're sun dodging. Oh.
At least it's warm
Angel,
out today.
no Angel.
Do we need to go a little
Oh, it's
bit?
amazing. Do you want us more forward? We're going to be okay.
All right.
She may be lying. Okay. So let's get back into
Right
this.
then, I want to see how this steps
Okay.
up to Chap's chicken.
Yeah. Chaps. Oh my gosh, chaps was the thing.
And then this is just in-house meat. It's actually Poplar Grove blue cheese ranch. So it
Good job, you guys.
very nicely.
Actually convenient that Jen Robinson that Kelsey mentioned earlier, our designer for the tap room, is now the proprietor of Poplar Grove's Cheese. So we have a nice little relationship with those. Who doesn't like beer and cheese?
Ooh. Right? Yeah.
In fact,
Even together.
with this beer, we actually did the fromage. We did they brined their
I'm just gonna go for that.
I can't remember which cheese it was. One of their soft white cheeses.
Oh
I
my
think it's
gosh.
like Camembert or Brie, and they did multiple wash brines with the hazy IPA and kind of infused that
Yowza.
little bit of like tropical stone fruit notes into the rind. It was awesome. And we had it here
Oh,
exclusively
man.
on the menu for our charcuterie boards at the time,
Ah.
and then they would sell it at the cheese house. It's really cool.
Shoot. I love how experimental you guys are.
We've done coffee collaborations, we've done cheese collaborations, we've done ice cream collaborations with local businesses.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun things we can do.
Okay, bite this thing.
There's just so many
Yes.
great other local businesses to collaborate with. That's been a big part of why we love what we do so much.
Well, it's such a great community. Sort of the intersection of food culture and wine and
Yeah.
art.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So many amazing musicians in the region.
Yeah, we've done well. We have live music every second Saturday.
Okay.
We have had live music in the past every Saturday. So we're a big live music venue. We host a ton of fundraisers. We sponsor the local ski clubs. We sponsor various teams where we can. And probably the most bizarre thing we've ever done, which you may have heard about, but we actually hosted a celebration of life for a beloved goose named Kevin. I don't know if you heard.
Oh
have heard
my
about
gosh,
Kevin.
It was
yes.
provincial level. Actually, my mum sent me an article in California that it made it that far, but local brewery hosts celebration of life for goose.
For goose.
Yeah.
That is
don't
like
mean
the
to laugh.
most
It was
Canadian
just-
story ever.
It was honestly, it was really special. It was the way that it all sort of panned out. It was, just really awesome to be able to provide the space. We have the big projector screen that we use for our trivia. So we did up we had speakers.
Kevin
and,
montage.
it was
Yeah.
it was really incredible.
Local
That
musician
I've
did
never.
a tribute. There was eulogies and stories. The room was packed. It was a pretty special and again real out there kind of Sunday, but it was
Yeah,
really cool.
That's kind of a nutty thing.
Yeah.
But it was great.
What was distinctive about Kevin?
So Kevin was a Canada Goose,
Okay.
and he, the man that discovered him, I think it was about 4 years ago, probably around the same time as the pandemic, and there was a goose with a broken wing, so he couldn't fly. He couldn't fly south.
Okay.
And he'd get pestered on by the other geese, but he became very loyal and friendly to people, and
Oh my
so
gosh.
he had this community of people called Team Kevin that actually looked after. They had feeding schedules. They took him under his wing,
Oh.
or they took.
Under
pun
his
intended.
broken wing.
Yeah.
Cue the mean jokes.
Yeah. And so they really looked after him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Kevin met his demise several weeks ago. We actually had a relationship with Kevin because of our daughters, so we didn't go feed Kevin, but we saw him, and everybody
Okay.
kind
They
of
think
knew of
geese are
Kevin
called
in the
Kevin.
community.
Oh, the Kevins are here.
The Kevins, here comes a big flock of Kevins. But yeah, so anyways, we turned it into a fundraiser for the Interior Wildlife Rehabilitation Society.
That is so appropriate.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
the money actually from that went towards building a enclosure for injured waterfowl. So it was really cool to see the money go directly to
His issue, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's where, if they were able to capture him, that's where he would have gone.
Oh.
But he was elusive. He didn't want to be caught. He
He's
liked
a loose
this-
goose.
He was a loose goose. Yeah.
Goose on the loose. Alrighty.
Too many IPAs already.
I know. I'm starting to make jokes. It's not safe. I'll volunteer myself for you. Who's the lamest comedian in Kelowna?
Oh, we like you.
I
You
can
can
give
sign
him a
up for
run for
stand-up
it.
comedy next week.
Yeah.
We'll sign you up.
That's absolutely not what anyone wants. This is amazing. Uh-huh.
Yeah, relatively new recipe. We've always had really good wings. This new recipe is. I'm just gonna keep picking at them. And,
Yeah, just keep eating
More-
them.
He's a
more
fried
wing-
chicken
more-
connoisseur.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Uh-huh. No, this is lovely. It's just like crunchy, and they're huge, and you can tell they've been brined. Yeah, like
So it
marinated
makes
forever and
it's a
ever.
process.
Yeah, yeah. Like who's going to do that on their own? That seems crazy. And there's still something else coming out, like from the kitchen.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
Okay. Cue the kitchen.
cue the kitchen.
All right. You
gonna
are
still
these
keep-
all drumettes, or do you have other kinds?
I think they're all drummers. As I said, we get them on their squats.
Wow, that's
Not on their
exciting.
curls. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Hopefully you're a drum person because I'm only drums. I don't
Only
like flats.
drums only.
Yeah, I like.
I like twisting flats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, twisting them, and then their little bones come popping out in weird ways.
That's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
More meat on these big boys.
I feel like I'm really involved with it then. Like y'all and Kevin.
It might be just a couple minutes
Okay.
burger.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, we have things to do.
Well, yeah, we have another beer that we've prepared-ish with this
Oh my
one.
gosh. Okay.
Our real-time West Coast ale. So a pale ale.
Can I take this?
Yeah.
This is kind of like
This one's
the
Oh yeah. Thank you.
younger sibling to one of our original IPAs, the Intruder IPA.
Mm-hmm.
So more of a West Coast. So a little bit more malty, kind of nice copper color to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we went for that kind of quintessential West Coast piney, light citrus kind of hop profile. We use a hop blend called Falconer's Flight, which is all of the 7 C hops, which are the famous hops that come out of kind of Yakima Valley and the Pacific Northwest. So
Right.
like Cascade, Chinook, Centennial, Citra, Columbus. Did I say Chinook already?
Yes.
Damn it. There's 7 of them that begin with C.
This is his trivia day.
Yeah.
I even did this one
Next
once, and it
question.
was way over everyone's head.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But yeah, it did exactly what we wanted to. The production team did a fantastic job of just bringing out a beautiful, middle-of-the-road kind of classic
Oh,
pale
yeah.
ale that kind of goes with everything. So it's kind of new-ish to our core lineup,
Okay.
and it's going out really well.
Huh. Yeah, because I can imagine this going with pretty much anything. So if I'm having a barbecue and people are bringing stuff over, I probably want to get something like this that it's going to go.
Yeah, it's like 4.9%.
Oh, yeah.
It's not too hoppy. It's kind of like pleasantly hoppy. Just as I said, you get a nice little bit of citrus and a bit of pine. It plays nicely with the kind of light caramel notes in the body. And when it's all said and done, it doesn't really leave much. We like kind of like clean, dry finish beers because you want to get the next sip. You don't have to hang out too much. You want to get diving back in that glass.
Yeah, yeah. It's such a nice, clean beer. Absolutely. You said that there's a burger course coming up, and I saw posters about some sort of, what is it, a burger battle or something like that?
Burger battle. So
Okay.
Just announced the winner like an hour ago.
we just heard about the winner. So this is actually an event that that took place in April. So from April 1st to April 30th, and we have some fantastic other local businesses on our little corridor of Martin Street.
Okay.
Restaurants. All kinds of businesses, but this one was more restaurant focused. So we had 5 of us that did a burger battle. It's actually the second event that we've done as the Meet Me on Martin.
Oh, okay.
So Meet Me on Martin is essentially just a Facebook page for us to draw people in to be like, hey, look what we're doing, and we work together. We really try to make sure that it's like an entertainment district. You know.
So you're collegial and you work with each other.
You have to.
Yeah, it's
And
a small
nearly every
town,
one of
kind
us
of.
does live music too.
Oh man.
Yeah. So a Rolo, fantastic fine dining. The Hub is very well known for their big live music nights. I think
Okay.
they do live
Clancy's
music.
is a great kind of sportsy divey bar.
Oh, we're going
Yeah.
to Clancy's at the end of the month.
Clancy's is
Awesome.
great.
I'm
And
gonna
we
have a
interviewed
concert.
at Arola.
Yes.
Yeah.
23rd, Black Sabbath cover band.
Yeah. And then we're right next door to the Pasta Factory.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
they're absolutely just incredible as well. So it's really cool. All of us get together like every 4 to 6 weeks and sort of plan out the next event that we're gonna do.
wow.
Banging the drum for Martin Street.
Yeah.
We've sometimes talk about block parties, and we have all these ideas. We have done like a Mardi Gras before, so just getting creative, working together to see how we can kind of bring the community as a whole onto our street, so we can
We've
all
got back alley,
benefit.
slack alley events as well. We
Black
work with
Alley,
them.
Slack Alley?
Well, in the back alley, which you can see yonder, the city have actually proclaimed it, and there is actually street signage now calling it Slack Alley, which is our back alley. We work with the Downtown Business Improvement Association
It's got clout.
and the art gallery, and got some grants together and some local artists, and painted and kind of rejuvenated.
I saw
the
murals and
miserable
stuff.
kind
Yeah.
of alleyway down the back. But did it with some pizzazz, Did a bit of an event around it, some live music, live mural painting, kids paint stations.
Oh my
I think we've done
goodness.
4 of them so far, and there's another one at the end of May, and they're really great. You just be walking downtown and look down an alleyway, and it's big,
Yeah.
bright, and vibrant, and like a few hundred people having a great time. It's really cool.
Yeah, that brings such an amazing energy into an area.
Yeah, and we have some great
Wow.
community sponsors as well, and that pretty much just pass on to certain local non-profits which benefit from it. So
Oh my gosh, that's nice.
it's really nice and
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. So where do we connect with information about that? You said there was a Facebook group?
Meet Me on Martin.
Meet Me on Martin.
Meet Me on Martin.
Are you
Yes.
strict with who
Mm,
joins?
Nope.
No,
Me,
no,
me.
not at all. It's just
Okay.
basically a way for us to all use it as a platform to promote the various
Right.
events that we do, and then the events that we do either separately or together.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yes.
the burger battle, that was
That's-
really
sounds
fun.
so
You know,
fun.
it worked. Arolo actually was the grand
They
winner.
won?
They won,
Oh,
yeah.
a
At
Rolo.
the start of the month, we got all the chefs in and did like a full-on like fight card photo session. It was really cool.
That's so much fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's something that people need to get on then if they're planning a trip here especially, because then they can see all the things that they might.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you might miss or book your houseboat for when there's something really cool happening on Martin Street.
Yeah.
Meet Me on Martin. It's on Facebook. Okay, Meet Me on Martin. It's on Facebook.
And Instagram.
And it's I
And
like that better.
Instagram, Yeah.
Find it
I'm over
easier.
Facebook. But it's the same nowadays.
Yeah, it's kind of Zot. Yeah, we interviewed at Arolo as well. So it's such a really cool location.
Beautiful space,
Mhm.
beautiful space.
Yeah, nice people.
And they happen to sell the fog on tap as well.
Oh,
So
well, you gotta love
gotta
it.
love them a little bit.
You gotta love
more.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are we gonna try the burger that was competing?
So we're actually not doing. So that was an April event.
That was an April
It was
thing.
an April event. We still have the burger on the
With the
menu.
programs as well.
The burger.
I know, but I
actually-
don't know if it's the competition burger.
It did so well. We're not doing the competition burger because we wanted to make sure that it was going to be on the menu for people to come and visit and have this
Yeah,
summer.
it was called the Cure Burger. There was like a 4-cheese, like nice big gooey cheese sauce on top of it. Was it
Chorizo and bacon.
single bacon? Oh yeah, crumbled
cheese sauce.
chorizo, and it was yeah. Should have come with a
tell we're
side
getting
defibrillator. It was so
Yeah,
good.
Renee just watches all this food, and this is her jam, right? Like, and this, tip top.
We'll save this.
Yeah, just like slide it off to the side. Yeah. When the server comes, we'll fight her to keep this up here on the deck. She's like, nah,
If
don't.
there's any left, I'm already on my
Oh, I
chicken tray.
know. He's yeah. Look at that. He's hiding his carcasses
Graveyard
behind.
over here.
Yeah. So, what is the most challenging aspect of working together, being a family and working together here, or is that
This is
family
only an
therapy
hour
time?
interview and we're halfway through at least.
We're way more than halfway through, and I want to know.
Prioritizing time as a family.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely been a biggest one. Getting through, everything in the last few years, getting things on track and shaped up for the new world, kind of coming out of everything we've been through the last few years, and kind of hitting a little bit of a nice kind of new plateau and level, and really focusing on our team and our operational excellence and all of our products, service, everything there, which is seemingly becoming a little less work now that's kind of coming into fruition, which is really nice. So we can start focusing on family and the future of the business. And obviously, the last few years has been quite time consuming. So
I imagine.
definitely wanted to spend a little bit more kind of balance with the family and kind of champion our team to kind of keep things staying excellent.
Yeah. I guess this all comes down to teamwork, because I know parent involved in starting a business, you're guilty when you're not looking after your business, and then you're guilty when you're not looking after your child.
It's a balance. It's challenging.
Okay, thank you. Don't take that very far.
So
Not kidding.
thank you.
Just give it to Renee back there behind the
I didn't know
camera.
we gave the burger. That's-
Hey. Okay, this is an exciting looking burger. Tell us a little bit about this.
So this is our smash burger.
Oh.
Like I said, I was saying, Irene does all of our buns and everything, so these were probably made fresh in house this morning.
She knew you were coming.
Our fries are all hand cut in house as well.
We're pretty famous for our fries around these parts.
Oh, yeah?
They're good fries.
Huh. What makes them good? Because it came from an actual potato?
Yeah,
other
we chuck through a lot of potatoes out back, but I don't know, the seasoning's always been really dialed, as well as the kind of level of cooking.
Oh, nice.
They're fresh. They're made fresh.
Made
every day.
fresh. That's amazing. There's nothing beats fresh. And anything special about the pickle? Or is it a pickle? It's a pickle. It's a pickle.
It's just Dave the Pickle.
Hey, Dave.
It's just Dave the Pickle. He's just
Dave the
hanging out.
Pickle.
Yeah,
Did Dave have a name just before now? Or did it just get named?
just got named.
Okay.
And
All right.
clearly creative, like
Where
the
do you
most
think all the
common
beer names came from?
I'm feeling like I know. Okay, so it will be your tell when you come in here if you refer to this as Dave the Pickle.
You win the grand prize if you.
Grand
Yeah.
prize for mention of Dave the Pickle.
And the grand prize is, we don't know yet.
It's actually funny. I say youngest, they're twins. 5 minutes younger than the other one is the Pickle. She was very small as a kid, so she was the Ickle Pickle, and now it's lasted 2.5 years, and she's still Pickle.
This
Oh.
doesn't
She even says her
really
name.
cut into
The other day
forwarding.
she said her full name and put Pickle in with her middle name.
Oh,
So cute.
she's really owning Pickle. That's a cute one. Does the other one have a food related?
Peanut.
Oh. Yeah, and they're both peas. Wow.
It's so funny, we didn't realize till after the fact that one of our great business partners, his 2 daughters as kids, their nicknames was Pickle and Peanut.
That's
So,
adorable.
As
Pickle
unique as
and
we thought
Peanut.
we were being, there's probably a few Pickles and Peanuts in the world.
And then there's Dave,
And then
the
there's
actual
Dave,
pickle.
yeah.
Now the burger is not the easiest thing to cut into 4.
No. So it gets
But-
kind of mauled.
5 on a slice.
A little bit, but yeah, hand pressed patties. We've got burger sauce, all the fixings.
Okay.
It's, as a smash burger, it's just meant to be simple, perfectly charred, and then the fresh bun really sort of
Tips
tops
it over the
for
edge.
me.
Yeah.
And then the fries are fantastic. So,
Okay. And what are we drinking with this?
So we are drinking. We'll start off here with the Idleback Amber, and I will actually let Liam pour.
Oh, the golden child.
Oh, tell us about this little baby.
I guess this turned out as it was a seasonal one-off that we made in our first summer in the response to a lot of other breweries in and around these parts have amber ales or amber lagers. A lot of people were asking it of us. We didn't really think it was the coolest kind of a craft beer style that you could come out with for a fresh, hot, new, young brewery.
Right.
We made it and it just went off.
Oh,
And then
well.
it simmered down a little bit, and we were wondering if we could keep it going. And then it won gold at the Canadian Brewing Awards, and then
Whoops.
it just went like this, and
Yep.
then it's got into.
And now it's yours.
It's in the BC liquor stores. It's top seller between BC and Alberta in cans and in draft.
Oh, I have definitely seen this.
It
Yeah.
just
Isn't it
keeps.
beautiful?
Yeah.
It's
Keeps
just-
on
I want
growing.
it framed on my wall.
Yeah, it's our kind of
You
everyday
do have
ale.
it framed?
Well,
Or
we
you
have it
want
framed
to?
in here.
Yeah.
The colors don't really go with our house, but
You could make your house to go
it's
with.
stunning. It's a stunning piece of
No more
art.
renovations, please.
You've been renovating your house too?
We did it right before the kids, so.
Oh, you people are so crazy.
I taught Liam how to fly fish. So.
No
That was
way.
the original concept we met in Whistler 11 years ago. I was struggling with life balance with my former career running a big bar and pub. Meet this beautiful young girl that foolishly wanted to hang out with me, and quite quickly realized I need to get out of cell range and out the grasps of my career for a little bit.
Yeah.
And that was through fishing, up and out of Sea to Sky in Squamish and in Pemberton, and then we went on we've been together for several months, and we drove down to see my mom in California, fished a bunch of rivers, did a bunch of breweries, came up with this stupid idea to start a brewery that was probably something to do with fishing, and then that was 10 years ago. That was late April 2014 we went on that trip, because we were in Bend, Oregon on my birthday, which was 6 days ago, 10 years ago.
Happy birthday.
So thank you. Yeah, so
Well,
it's been a ride,
wow.
and then that just went from a 3 to 5 year pipe dream to a 1 to 2 years to, oh crap, we've got a brewery coming.
And then twins.
And twins, a brewery and twins. So at what point did he learn that you could fly fish?
Oh, I still haven't learned.
Oh, you don't know.
She could show me.
Is this mine or his?
That's yours.
Mine.
I've
So
been
she
shown how to
showed-
fly fish. I won't
And you
say-
cannot do it.
I enjoy it again for the same purpose of getting out, enjoying the outdoors, and
It's very
staying
delicate,
away
isn't
from
it?
cell range.
Oh yeah. To me it looks like sort of a dance.
Yeah.
Like the way they showed it on A River Runs Through It. I don't
Oh,
know, have you
yeah.
seen that movie?
I sure
It's
have.
sort of a fly fishing
Brad
movie.
Pitt?
Yeah, Brad Pitt and then a bunch of other people and fly fishing.
Yeah.
That's all I remember
Oh,
from
yeah.
the movie,
It's-
literally.
It's beautiful. I learned to fish from my mom and dad both fly fish. So I grew up, I think I got my first fly rod when I was 12. And that's part of what drew me to the Sea to Sky. You know,
Okay.
the last quite a few years of our lives have been too busy to go fishing.
Oh.
We've been out, but not quite as much as we used to go. But yeah, the really true love and passion for it started there. And that's a big part of our branding and what you see
Yeah.
at the brewery when you see
Mm-hmm.
pictures of
Goes
fish
back to
and
that.
the biggest catch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Enjoying
Enjoying
the
the
beautiful outdoors, the rivers, the lakes, the ocean, good friends and family, and a good cold beer.
Yep. Yep.
It all kind of stem from in a nutshell.
Okay. Do you have any footage of her fly fishing?
There's some pretty beautiful photographs. There's a beautiful one at my desk downstairs.
Could you slide me one?
I'm sure. But there's actually one as you like right now.
Not right now.
Yeah, there's one of a pretty sure on the wall as you're leaving. And
Okay.
then one in your waiters looking real cute at my desk.
Oh my gosh. You're the most adorable. Most adorable crazy people I've ever met.
You gotta have a little crazy to do something like this.
Oh yeah, when I call people crazy, it is like the highest compliment. All the best people have a little bit, or they
Oh,
don't
you need
take
a
a
bit of
risk,
crazy, exactly.
right? Yeah, if you're too safe, you don't take the risk
Yeah.
that makes the cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. true.
Okay, let's figure out your cool thing.
You dive in and grab a slice.
All right, I'm gonna go for this one.
Slice of burger pie.
Burger pie. Oh.
There we go.
Sorry, we'll cut you up.
You know what? I was using a butter knife, so.
Well, excuses.
So. All right, so this is the challenge to eat it in front of people, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Always. We
It's
have
like-
Birdie in there.
Oh yeah. It's like a date with 2 million people in Alberta.
Welcome to our burger show.
Welcome. We will put burger all over our face.
Oh, that new burger sauce. Delightful.
Wow. Oh, perfectly seasoned. And that fresh bun just puts it over the top. Nothing like it. Guys, you're knocking it out of the park.
We try.
Oh.
It's not always very easy.
Have you ever tried anything that didn't make it to customers because it sucked?
Yeah, but I'm not going to tell you about it.
I want to know about it. I want to hear your failures. So that but nobody else except for you and your staff.
I think only the one actually we did. It's the only beer that never made it to a customer was it was just an experimental one. We had some, I think there was spent grapes, and we put in a pilsner that has a hop varietal that really boosts kind of like white grape kind of notes.
Oh, so super grapey.
Yeah, so we tried to make a hybrid on that, but to be honest, we just had it in a small little experimental tank, and we kind of forgot about it.
Ooh.
And it just sat on the grape skins for too long.
Oh dear.
It tasted great, but it kind of looked
Tannic
grey.
and gray.
Yeah, so that was it. It's just like, it tastes great, but I can't give this to anyone because it
Yeah.
looked not cool.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds like it's worth another try, though. It sounds really interesting.
Oh, well, there's an abundance of spent grapes around here.
Yeah.
We like to make good
Yeah, we've
pilsners
got
and
nothing
lagers.
if
Yeah.
not a bunch of.
That's one of
yeah.
the things of living in wine country is
Mm-hmm.
the, and collaboration, as we were saying before. There's a
Yeah.
lot of room for it.
Well, it's
So-
great. I mean, I think to higher success, our friends down at Tin Whistle, they've done one with spent grapes, and it's beautiful. They actually just recently won. It was with I think the spent rice from a local sake producer, and it's a really
yeah. Don't you
beautiful
have
cool new beer.
a sake producer here in town?
I don't think they're in town. I think they're just south. It's
Oh, maybe.
Culloden or Coston or something. It's in
Oh,
the South
okay.
Okanagan, I believe.
Very new.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
Very new.
I think they started in sometime during the pandemic. I was trying to interview them last season, and they're like, "We are not ready yet."
Okay, yeah.
I'm
you
so
know what?
curious
I don't
about
actually
them.
know. There is another local brewery,
Try
Tin
the
Whistle,
fries.
that just recently did a collaboration with a sake producer in the Okanagan. So that was probably
Yeah.
them.
I don't know of too many. I know of
No,
one.
yeah. So that was most
I do love
likely them.
sake.
Yeah.
Sake margaritas. All the way,
Mm.
all day.
In your little fly-up patio.
No, they've not made it to our menu. Just a place in
Private life.
Yeah, private life.
Just a place in your heart.
Sake
If you want a great
margaritas.
party and a horrible hangover, sake margaritas all day.
Yeah, your fries are on point. Very, very nice.
So I'm just gonna pop open the Headwaters Pilsner here.
This is the latest of our kind of core full-time beers.
Okay, so new baby.
New baby. It kind of took a slightly different
Oh.
approach with regards to the branding and marketing of it. We always get like specific on our labels, like specific style ingredients, and try and be really kind of transparent on what we're making.
Yeah.
Our previous iteration was an Italian Pilsner with an Italian name, with an exotic hop from New Zealand. Kind of took a bit of, it was still today one of my favorite beers we've ever made, and a lot of people miss that beer. It's not gone away. It'll come back. Fuma Bianco. It's not gone. It's just having a vacation. But we kind of just thought, let's just call that Pilsner a Pilsner and make something really tasty for as many people as we could think. So kind of like just broaden its accessibility, palette-wise, branding-wise. It's actually really cool. Print shop, these 4 color drops rotate in sequence on the cans. So in a 4-pack, every can looks different. So all the front facing rotates through. Just something a little fun. It's shelf space with a pretty, a ridiculously saturated market's pretty important. So you need to get that little bit of a glimmer and catch people's eyes.
Absolutely.
But we just went for a really great Pilsner that we thought we could be as many people as like to try it, and as a result, it is sales-wise performance and online ratings in the last 6 months has beat the other 2 previous iterations by nice little lengths, which is quite nice.
Well, I'm really impressed with how few ingredients you have.
We'd like to keep it simple. I
Yeah.
mean, you
There's
can
4
make a
ingredients.
triple marshmallow, sour, frickin'
Milk
whatever.
berry
Yeah,
stout.
that's cool. And someone's gonna buy one of it. And
Right.
Say, what did I just do? And then go and grab a cold Pilsner, probably.
Yeah.
So
And go, oh, thank
we
God.
make weird and wacky beers every now and again. We did a grape crush concept collaboration with Whistleboy Brewing from Victoria last year.
Okay.
And it was a 7% Imperial Pilsner with red grape juice, pea blossom extract,
Oh, wow.
cherry blossom extract, a vanilla. It ended up looking and tasting just like Grape Crush the soda, but it was a 7% Pilsner.
Whew,
And
so
that was a
don't
bit of a
trust it.
trip. Yeah.
Everyone
But-
was, at that
Yeah.
festive ale, I think we poured it, and everyone was just looking for the purple beer. Where's the purple beer? People are attracted to color.
Yeah, it is so true. and your beers themselves are almost jewel toned. They're very, very pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, and it's a very competitive, saturated market, and nowadays you got to stand out on shelves. And if you've succeeded to get past that point, and they bring it home, it has to be great liquid,
Yeah.
or you're not going to get the other purchase.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
we definitely pride ourselves in trying to make everything on the outside and the inside of the can as good as we can.
This would be amazing with fish and chips. It would even stand up to like a vinegar.
We'll do episode 2, and you guys come back for 3 more plates, and we've got some great fish and chips.
Oh my gosh.
And fish tacos coming soon.
Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna eat fries and be happy.
I want a T-shirt that says that.
Eat fries and be happy.
Actually, no, I want to eat fried chicken and be happy.
Oh yeah, that would be your favorite thing. All right. Well, we're out of time and out of beer and out of food. Well, not really out of
I
food.
know we're going more beer.
He has a lot of beer. But we're going to have to say goodbye. Thank you so much, you guys, for indulging Renee and I and TELUS.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, all right. This is fantastic. So now we will smile awkwardly at the camera and wave.
The Queen's wave.
The Queen's wave. Eh, eh, eh.
Oh, actually, it's probably just like this nowadays.